Mr. Caesar salad!
Sorry, you remember my name. Damn, that it? No weird, like, little... Shit, what's his voice? Oh, I'm sorry for making you come out with me on your precious Sunday.
Oh no, it's fine. I'd love to be here. Mr. Kira, you're really busy on the weekdays, aren't you?
Well, I'm not so busy that I'm about to keel over. Of course, it's not like you're completely unrelated to how busy I am. I have to stifle my own interest and do my job, you understand, don't you? Oh, wait, you don't, because you're a woman and you don't have a job.
Yeah.
Good. It's already been 3 weeks since we met. How are you finding your stay?
Just worse and worse. Boring.
Quick save. It's boring.
Yeah. Every day
yeah.
it's getting a little boring.
Looking for a little excitement in your life.
Yes! Oh, I'm sorry. You're working so hard every day to preserve the peace here, and here I am being a woman. I'm sorry for being a woman. So inconsiderate.
Oh no, I'm happy you're being so honest with me. Just between us, I'm a little bored of the situation too.
You are?
I am. It's hard not to be bored when every day is the same. That's also why the presence of an irregular such of yourself is so precious.
Oh, God.
I wish I could abandon my work and spend the whole day observing you. Oh.
Oh.
He stiffened as he touched his hand to her cheek.
No, Mr. Carey.
Yes, what is it?
Don't fucking touch me. I mean, your hand, it smells weird.
It smells like cheese. Oh, you'd rather I'd touch you barehanded? Very well. Fuck.
Oh my God.
Here he brought his hand to his mouth and pulled off his glove with his teeth. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to touch soft.
Oh my God. Ah, leave me like that.
Oh, so touching isn't enough. What an audacious request to make in such a public space in the middle of the day. All right.
No.
It seemed like the more she spoke, the more he misunderstood.
How should I explain this? Men don't understand the word no.
He smiled at her. Oh, wait, no. He smiled at her. He was visibly at a complete loss. Hey, don't worry, I know exactly what you meant. And I still did it anyway. That's a man for you. I'm actually pretty sharp when it comes to conversation. I just wanted to mess with you.
Mess with me?
You see, I just can't help teasing girls I like. And even those I don't. Oh, that's fucking great, isn't it? Oh, we just love you then, don't we? It's just a little taste just now. You should prepare yourself.
I think the fuck not.
Well, enough of this idle chit-chat. Shall we be going?
Where are we going?
Let's keep that a surprise.
Let's not. You fucking freak. Oh.
Taking us.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no! Been here before.
No, never. I had no idea this place existed. What is it?
How unkind of Academy and Axel to only give you bits and pieces of information. This is Oscar Wilde Street. Fuck yeah, Oscar Wilde, my boy. I fucking love Oscar Wilde. Like the main plaza and the clinic, it's an unaffiliated area. You're free to come here. However, the members of Familiars tend to avoid it.
Why?
Good question. Perhaps because it's a bit, what? Perhaps because it's a place for adult socialization.
You brought me to a whorehouse?
That building over there is a church. It's not locked, so you can confess your sins whenever you feel so inclined. And this. Oh! Oh, do you want to be man boy?
Oh, sure. Good afternoon, Lord Carey.
Oh my, did you come out just to see us?
I just happened to see you out here. Is this woman the one you spoke of before?
Indeed she is. I would feel just awful if I didn't show her around every corner of town.
Well, I'm not my opinion to know absolutely everything, particularly this area.
I must apologizing for taking so long to introduce myself. I am Manboy, the Oscar Wilde Saloon's concierge. I'm Cooper. From Bazaars was been taking care of me. It's a pleasure to meet you. I kind of want to give him a French accent. I know the pleasure is all mine, Lady Cooper.
Allons,
How do French people talk?
je suis.
Je suis. I have not said anything false.
Yes, that is true. Let's leave it at that. Okay, it's not Irish. He's lost it. Goober looked back and forth between their contrary expressions. Huey smiled at her confused countenance. Manboy here is very. Oh. I'm Irish. Manboy here is.
I'm Irish.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'm Irish. I do. Manboy here is very well acquainted with this particular area. If you want to know anything, you should ask that. I mean, him. Him. Not that.
Okay.
That's very rude of you.
No.
I thought you hadn't said anything false.
Yes, that is true. Are you just showing her around today? I can imagine you would be bringing Lady Cooper along with you inside.
Oh no, it's much too soon for her.
Soon? What do you mean? You took me to a weird place, didn't you, pervert?
A good question. What do you think, Manboy?
Well, I'm here. Oh, sorry.
I'm here.
Mr. Axel, thank God.
He turned around as Axel approached. He seemed to be in quite a sour mood, shotgun in hand. Oh shit. Oh, are you sure you're not early? You'd be ridiculous. I'm right on time. May I bring the house guest back home? Oh, yes, that will do. Excuse me, Miss Cooper, I have some work to attend to at the salon right now.
Even though
There's
it's
sand
Sunday?
on the Lord's Day. Yes, no rest for the conciliation. Blah blah blah. After all,
After all.
a liar actress. Did you say something, Axel? No, and let's go, guest. Axel started walking without waiting for her to respond.
Okay.
She paused to turn around and wave before she hurried after Axel.
Goodbye, freak, and other freak.
Kiri gave her a little wave, keeping his hand close to his chest. Manboy sighed and began to speak.
You fucking cunt, what are you thinking? Bringing a girl at that age to a place like this?
How old was he supposed to be? And I could ask you the same. Oh, wait. And I could ask you this. What the fuck is that? And I could ask you what you're thinking, speaking ill of your workplace like that. You might even end up becoming a customer, you know.
My word, you intend to bring her here again?
Oh no, I'll just let her curiosity take care of that. Mr. Gooper isn't a regular presence, so I can't even begin to imagine what future she will choose. Look forward to it, Manboy.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
I wonder where we're going now.
If they were returning to the Oz mansion, surely they would have just taken the red brick road, yet the road they were walking along was paved with bricks of emerald, not red. Me, I'd be fucked.
Mr. Axel, you walk fast.
He smoothly slipped through the crowd, not paying any mind to her chasing after him.
We'll be separated at this rate, so the fuck down. Mr. Axel, please wait.
Eep.
Eep.
She smacked into Axel's back. She looked up at him, pouting as she clutched her nose. What?
That's my line. Why did you stop so suddenly?
It weren't you the one who asked me to wait? I don't know what that was.
I did say that.
I did say that.
Thank you for listening to me.
It's like, shut up, bitch. Axel's gaze shifted from Gooper to his right hand. He didn't say a word, he just stared at it.
Okay, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay.
I can hear your footsteps. I won't leave you behind. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it kind of seems like he's slowed down a little. Is Mr. Axel trying to match my pace?
Trying to match my freak.
Is somebody gonna
match my freak? At the end of the Emerald Brick Road was a street not unlike those in the Oz territory. The houses had gently curving roofs. The smell of baked sweets hung in the air.
Be another from territory. But it's Sunday, so it must be okay to be here, right?
You found it.
Huh?
I'd love a CG. I'd love a little artwork if you know. Like we've been playing this shit for like 2 hours. We got no CG.
Those two were.
Get your double trouble biscuits while they're hot. Hansel was standing in the middle of the street, energetically peddling his wares. Big Gretel. An orange carpet, casually covered with bags of baked sweets, was spread out at one corner of the street. Behind the sat Gretel, who, unlike Hansel, had a sour, decidedly unwelcoming expression, unbecoming of the salesperson on her face. What?
Okay.
Dear, the good familiars, Capologims, answered Gretel. Do you remember them?
Yes, I learned their names at the meeting.
Axel nodded slightly and approached Hansel. Cooper followed. Oh, if it's an... Oh,
Oh, if
Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Oh, if it isn't... Fuck me, there's too many eyes. Oh, if it isn't Axel. Gretel hastily stood up and hurried behind Hansel, clinging to his back. She glared at Axel and Cooper from behind her fellow Kappa regime.
What do you want, robot?
My name is Axel.
Oh, trust me, robot. I know. Why'd you come here with that little girl?
Calling little.
A little girl? Bitch, my cup size is at least 3 times bigger than yours. Hansel, isn't this girl the one who was sitting between the sleepyhead and the trickster?
That's the one, Gretel.
Well, if it isn't the little girl, what do you want with those grams? Itching for a fight? I'll take you on that if you want.
Oh, yeah. If it's a fight they were after, they'd have come with more people, right? Which means...
It's an ambush.
No. I can literally hear the Japanese and I was like, shit, this fucking... I hate it when they say date, because it's just date and it... Ah, no, a date then. No.
And then it's an ambush, clearly.
Just the lies.
God.
Terrifying. Oh, are we gonna
are we
blow
gonna-
them up?
Oh, shit.
She's Gretel, that one is Hansel.
Yeah, my bad.
Gretel, Hansel.
No, Hansel.
Oh fuck, Scarlet's here now.
Hansel, Gretel, put your weapons away. Got it. Look, they're obviously harmless. Well, it's hard to imagine they were trying to start something. Are you sure those eyes aren't just for show? Robot here is carrying a gun.
I'm only following familiar rules to be armed at all times.
I mean, the two of you always have dynamite and grenades on you, right? Oh, that was a Sunday. We're all here to the compromise, right? That thing is so dumb that we should just break it right now. Gretel. Ugh.
Alright then, if you're not here for a date or an attack, then what is it? And 2 buy sweets.
So that's it? I wonder who we're doing this errand for.
Well, she is. Huh?
Huh?
I am?
I am?
You are, aren't you? She stopped talking as Axel gave her a meaningful look.
He must have his reasons, I guess.
I didn't know I was allowed to carry money.
No.
Playing along, she nodded in agreement. Oh, really? Well, thanks for shopping with us. They all cost the same, so just pick whatever catches your fancy.
Okay. Which should I pick?
She crouched down in front of the sweets, clutching her knees as she tried to make a decision. The third from the right.
What?
While she hadn't been paying attention, Axel had crouched but down beside her. He whispered into her ear quietly so that only she could hear him. Third from the right.
Third from the right.
Third from the right with 6 chocolate chip cookies in a bag cleared tied up with blue ribbon.
Which one do you want? How about this one? Third one from the right.
Gretel wrapped the bag of cookies in paper before handing it to Hansel. Alrighty, thanks for shopping with us. I'll pay. I can't remember how to do that Russian accent. I've got amnesia. Hansel held out his hand expectantly. There's no full stop there. Oh, are you sure it's not a da? What? Oh, date. Okay, got it. Okay.
Not a da.
No, we are just shopping. Alright, if you say so. Deliciousness guaranteed or your money back. Let me know if you think about them next time you come by, if you feel like it. What? Oh, let me know what you think. Fuck me.
What? Oh, certainly.
Gooper reached out to take the bag of sweets before she could pull away. Hansel grabbed her hand. So, I'm curious, can you actually speak for yourself without being prompted, bitch? Dude,
Oh, goodness, I can, Mr. Hansel.
then just be yourself with me, okay? Also, I'd appreciate it if you didn't call me Mr. Hansel. It just doesn't feel right.
Then how about just Hansel?
That's what I said, okay?
What are you doing, Hansel?
What is
Isn't
that
this a
thing?
little girl, the Oz's? I think it's a bird.
No, but they're just taking care of her. She's not actually part of their familia. Nothing wrong with being a little friendly, right, Scarlet?
Yeah, still within reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
What are you so excited about? What are you gonna do if they win her over? You're such an idiot, Hansel.
not your happy, Gretel. You made a girlfriend.
I have no intention of ever making friends.
Gretel and Scarlet are happy to meet you too, Goober. Baby. What?
Baby.
Gooper baby.
Thanks, baby.
Gooper squeezed his hand back, unlike Hansel. Gretel's gaze was icy cold. Oh, we're done here. Let's go.
Okay. Wait.
What?
I'll escort you out of our territory. You will? Yeah. Gretel isn't particularly fond of you two. I'll make sure she doesn't try to blow you up or some crazy shit.
We don't need an escort.
I'll keep my distance, don't worry.
Ollie walked over to one of the houses and began clampering up a drain pipe like a little spider. Like,
This is so weird.
in the blink of an eye, Scarlet was on the roof looking down at Axel and Gooper. If it listens. Let's go, guest.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Gooper, baby.
Goodbye, Hansel Gretel.
Greta.
That's not my fucking name. How dare that little girl give me a nickname?
Isn't that nice, Gretel?
No, I'll dismember her. It is not. It's not nice to be treated like you're less significant than a grain of sand. That was hard to say. Just what is that little girl plotting, that bitch? Strange to be walking side by side with Mr. Axel, a man. Mr. Axel, are you intentionally slowing yourself down?
Of course I am. Yes.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing it as a favor.
Oh,
I don't want the other side to see what you're doing.
what?
What's she doing?
What do you mean?
I don't want the other side to see what you're doing.
Other side? Oh, you mean Scarlet?
Familiar Grimm's Kappa regime, Scarlet was walking along the rooftops, keeping a fixed distance from Cooper. From Gooper and Axel.
It's pretty amazing that Scarlet can walk like that while keeping an eye on us.
Wow, you can do two things at once. Couldn't be me.
Wow.
I'm keeping you from view. Don't go out of your way to make yourself visible.
Is it bad if I'm seen?
Of course it is. You are a woman.
No.
It doesn't feel very good to have someone watching your every move, does it?
Sorry?
Oh my god.
I know what he
Gazzy!
said, but maybe he really is doing it to be nice to me. I'm just a girl.
I'm just a little girl.
Mr. Axel might be a really kind person after all.
Why are you smiling?
I was just thinking that you're a really kind person after all. Mr. Axel.
Oh.
Mr. Axel?
Nothing. You interrupt my train of thought with your strange comment.
Was there something strange about what I said? He stopped talking. Maybe I said something I shouldn't have.
She cocked. She cocked. She cocked her head to the side, puzzled, but she couldn't figure out what she'd done wrong.
It feels like such a waste to go home in silence.
She looked around, trying to find a new conversation topic.
Gonna get these cookies? Was it Mr. Curie?
I'm not obligated to tell you.
Okay, why are you so rude? I'm no good at this. I can't talk to people. I just keep offending everyone.
They are delicious.
Huh?
Those cookies, they are delicious. I'll let you have one.
Does that mean these are for you?
He looked away and Gooper bit her tongue.
Wow. Fragile masculinity is crazy. Does that mean Mr. Axel wanted to eat them himself?
Suddenly, those simple cookies seemed unusually special to her guest.
Yeah?
Would you mind accompanying me on a slight detour?
A detour? The last time I went on one of those, I ended up at a whorehouse.
Oh, damn, this is another way. They made their way to a back alley bordered by Grim Street on one side and Oscar Wilde Street on the other. By the time they got there, the sky was already dyed a deep crimson. Scarlet had vanished without a trace. All they could hear was the sound of their footsteps.
We're here? This is it. I'm sure this is where I first woke up. He told me to take him to the place where I first remember waking up.
Axel just stared at the ground in silence.
Mr. Axel?
You really don't remember anything before that? His words following the long silence made her blink. When I returned from my patrols, you were lying on the couch. That's how we met. Your situation was explained to me, but I just couldn't accept it. Do you really not have any memories before then?
You have trust issues, don't you?
I understand that you are not a member of another familia, but still. Oh shit, there was a sudden explosion. A shockwave erupted behind them, strong enough to make their hair fly back and pin their clothes to their bodies. What was that? Several figures outlined in the white smoke. A familiar man stepped out from among them. Yeah, what did I give him?
A growly.
Again, my prey.
Mr. Caesar salad!
Sorry you remember my name. Caesar snorted and unfastened another sword. He switched from... his pants didn't seem to have any buttons either. He switched from wielding a single sword, long sword to dual blades, pointing them both at Gooper. Today you're mine. You'll have to go through me first. Axel raised his shotgun and moved between them to protect her. You're outnumbered. I can't do that voice. You're outnumbered.
Oh my god! That was so good! You're outnumbered!
You should have run away when you...
Oh my
I
god.
can't, it's just making me laugh.
No, you have to keep doing it. I'm crying.
You should have run away when you had the chance. Kill him. At Caesar's command, the other men charged forward. Axel snapped his gun into a firing position and pulled the trigger. He missed the man he'd been aiming for, but with the blast chopped into the support of a nearby awning. Within seconds, it had collapsed into the alleyway, briefly stalling their attacker's advance. Sometimes my poor aim comes in handy.
You don't know how to aim that!
Go back to the mansion, guest.
Help me, Mr. Axel! I don't know where the fuck I am!
I'll hold them off.
But...
Just to go!
Oh my god!
I hope you're ready for what's coming your way. I'm always ready. This is my job after all. Dude, epic showdown. Between my fucking voices.
I've got tears streaming down my face. Once I get back to the plaza, I'll just follow the red brick road.
Gooper was running just like that. She had on that fateful day, fleeing the exact same man from the exact same place. But unlike that fateful day, now she was familiar with the streets and people she had passed. Even as she stayed, there was nothing she could have done in that situation. She would have only made things harder for Axel.
To tell someone, I have to let him know. And soon. I'm sure Mr. Caramel now will be able to do something. Oh, Signorina, why are you in such a hurry? Mr. Caramel, Mr. Kyrie. Help? What's wrong? Is Caesar chasing you again? He's not chasing me, but Mr. Axel doesn't know how to shoot a gun. And Mr. Caesar is after Mr. Axel.
I thought that gunshot earlier was Axel.
Yeah, no shit. He said he'd hold him off so I could get away. He's such a troublemaker, that little shit.
That he is. Well, let's return to the mansion like we'd planned.
You're going back? What about Mr. Axel?
Leave him. He'll manage on his own.
Hey, he was outnumbered. If we don't hurry, he'll
Really now? You must be putting up a good fight if you got this far without injury. That's really all that matters.
Putting up a good fight?
The
You
Kappa
can't aim
regime
the
is nothing
fucking
more
gun.
than a sacrificial pawn after all. Damn.
Mr. Caramel?
Damn.
I'm sorry, Senorina, but I agree with Carrie. Fuck that guy. I'll send some scouts out, so please come back to the house with us.
Damn. It would be nice if you would just stay in the forest like a good little feral wolf. They were in the office in the back of the mansion. They'd spread a map out on the top of the big table in the center of the room. Cooper and Kiri were sitting across the table from Camarilla. Caramia. Camarilla.
Camarilla. The scouts are reporting that they couldn't find Axel in the alley. Oh no! Was he kidnapped? Yes.
Yes, they probably took him to the forest. Okay, is this the
Okay.
forest?
As you can see from the map here that I drew, the town is encircled by a wall. The people who live in the forest outside the wall are the Wolf Gang.
Oh.
If they kidnapped him, they'll probably take him to the forest or the slums.
Oh.
Okay? The slums?
Not everyone living in this town accepts the rule of the family. Is this grey district here created by those who despise the ruling class? Right now it's a perfect breeding ground for criminals.
The rival family aren't the only ones we have conflicts with. We have more skirmishes with residents of the slums than anyone else.
I see this group, the Wolfgang, is a group of anarchists composed of people who left out of distaste for the towns itself. That said, it's still not clear exactly where Caesar himself came from.
So much lore.
Considering where Caesar tends to operate, the forest seems like the most likely option. That's assuming that Axel is sleeping with the fishers already.
Sleeping? Don't be so vulgar around the whore.
Well, actually, in my talk with the doctor, we talked about jumping off a cliff.
Yeah, so. Alright, maybe we should get something to eat.
Caramia rolled up the map and put it back down on the table before standing and stretching.
What would you like for dinner, Senorina?
I want carbonara.
Are you a Senorina?
Gibber was deeply
Then
confused
shut your fucking mouth.
about how normal the two of them was acting.
But what are we gonna do about Mr. Axel?
Nothing.
What?
Did you not hear me? I said we're not doing anything.
But isn't he an important part of the Malaga Balaga?
But yes, he is. He is Familia's odds Kappa regime and protecting you. One of our guests is an important part of his job, but these are separate.
Do you feel the same way, Mr. Caramel? Yes. Axel's situation is a familiar problem. There's no need for you to worry about it or get involved, Senorina. Forget about him for now. How could I? I think I'm gonna go back to my shed. What about dinner? I'm not hungry. Alright then, bitch. I'll save a portion for you, so please eat whenever your appetite returns.
They really said fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Her stomach grumbled the moment she made it back to her room.
I guess this is what they call playing the martyr.
What would you know about that?
But I can't eat at a time like this. I can't just forget about Mr. Axel.
She took off her shoes and lay on the bed. What? That's not grammatically correct, is it? She took off her shoes and lay on the bed. Feeling something underneath her, she sat back up. I'm turning Irish.
Oh, Mr. Axel's cookies. Well, he's probably dead. I'll just eat him.
Yeah, just eat them all. She'd forgotten she had them. Both the wrapping and the cookies inside had been crushed. Oh, you dumb bitch.
I bet Mr. Axel is hungry. Hey, Mr. Caramel, maybe Carrie talk about Mr. Axel like that.
So let's talk to the wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
She was perplexed and saddened by how they were so much colder and less kind to him than they were to her.
If only I hadn't been there, then Mr. Axel wouldn't be.
She gulped as a vortex of guilt engulfed her.
Mr. Caesar Dresser was chasing me after all. Well, Bet, I wonder if I can save Mr. Axel if I go to Mr. Caesar Salad's camp.
She shook her head, trying to shed her anxiety that Axel might already be.
If I can save Mr. Axel, Bet, then I should go find Mr. Caesar Salad. You're right, Chair.
They really convinced her. They were like, yeah, go do that, Gilly.
With their googly eyes.
Yeah. Sneaking out of the mansion was even easier than Gooper had thought it would be. Maybe it was because it was Sunday evening, but the town was just as busy now as it had been earlier in the day.
If I remember correctly, which I usually don't, to get outside, it was a right once I got off our street.
She put her hand on the tower and remembered the map as she looked around.
Oh, right that way. I finally got out of town.
She'd made quite a few wrong turns, but she'd eventually found her way past the walls. She wondered if everyone lived inside the walls. Even though the town had been so crowded, the area around her was completely deserted. That's the forest, Mr. Kemp. Oh wait, that's yours.
That's the forest Mr. Caramel and Mr. Carey mentioned.
She took one of the two streets leading out of town. Once she got over a small hill, she could see a thick patch of forest. She was all alone and going into an unfamiliar place. She'd be lying if she said she wasn't afraid.
You can do this, Goober.
She made a fist and cheered herself on.
Okay.
If only I had Mr. Cheddar.
Like all the trees are rooting on,
Yeah.
rooting her on. So she's like, you got it. She's like, thanks, guys.
With the breeze from the hill playing with her hair. Oh, stop it, Mr. Breeze, stop it! she began to make her way into the forest.
Oh my god.
The moonlight she'd been relying on earlier was now obstructed by the treetops. The leaves of the trees were in constant motion. Was it the work of the beast, or was it just the wind playing tricks on her? Silly Mr.
Oh my
Wind.
God.
Gooper made her way further into the forest as her eyes acclimated to the darkness. It turned out that even through the canopy, the faint moonlight was still enough to light the way.
Can see lamplight and I hear voices all the time.
She didn't know who the voices belonged to. It sounded like several men.
How are you? What?
She turned around, startled by the voice behind her.
You're the woman our leader's been looking for, ain't you?
You're one of those women, aren't you?
Later, do you mean Mr. Caesar Salad? I came to surrender myself to Mr. Caesar Salad. I want to save Mr. Axel and... Oh, really?
A vulgar smile appeared on the man's face as he grabbed Goober's arm. He dragged her towards the lamplight. She was terrified and wanted to run, but the grip on her arm was so strong that she couldn't get away.
Hey, y'all. The prey came to get caught.
About 10 men were sitting around the roaring fire. Instantly, they stopped the drinking and merrymaking to stare at Goober. Now that's interesting.
Oh, sorry.
Better tell Miss Caesar right away.
He said it'll be out until morning.
Oh yeah, I thought there was something like that. Then how about we get a taste before we hand her over to Mr. Caesar?
Oh, no, thank you. Cut it out. What if she's a pure maiden? The boss will tear you limb from limb. What the fuck? Let's tie her up with the other one. Is Mr. Axel...
Is he here? Because I kind of want to go home now.
Wind! No need to hurry. You'll see him soon.
She was tugged along by the arm as they cut right in front of the bonfire. A skinned rabbit on a spit was cooking over it. The charred mass beside it had probably been a rabbit too, once upon a time. The smell of blood and burning flesh made Gooper turn away.
Oh.
Just taste couldn't hurt, right, little lady. A drunk man reached out and grabbed her calf as she tried to walk by. The sensation of his rough skin against hers sent a chill down her spine. Kick him in the head.
I'm fine, touch me. No, let her go, unless you want the leader to kill you. Be a good boy and make do with the whores in the slums. Shit.
Oh, give me a break. What if I catch something?
I think dying from disease would be preferable to getting tortured to death by the leader.
Fine. She felt
You're a piece of
slightly
shit.
relieved when he finally let go of her leg. Of course, she couldn't be completely relaxed in her current situation. All she could do was keep walking forward as the hand on her dragged her along. The rabbit meat cooking on the fire crackled and popped ominously. That's my crackle pop.
Meanwhile...
Just as Kiri was about to step into the kitchen, a soldado stopped him. He told Kiri that several reports had arrived beforehand and came a stack of memos. What the fuck was it?
Irish.
Fuck. That sure didn't take long. He took the papers with one hand and dismissed his subordinate with the other. He leaned against the wall and glanced over the pages. My, how selfish. put the pages in his pockets. I thought I was putting them in water then. He's like, yeah. Just starts squelching them. And pulled the wine glass from the cabinet and poured himself some water. Why are you drinking it out of a wine glass then?
Oh, yeah.
He wrapped the glass in a silk handkerchief to avoid getting caught. Getting his gloves wet.
Getting
Caught.
caught.
Academia, about the situation. Nothing answered him but the sound of a slow, steady breathing. He walked over to the sofa. He found Karamia sleeping soundly.
Whoa.
How dare he? He sat down on one of the sofa's armrests, taking a sip of water from his glass. Then he slowly tilted the glass over just above the sleeping Karamia's head.
Whoa.
Good morning. If you keep falling asleep right after you eat, you'll soon become a rotund lion? Rotund. I don't know what that means.
Why couldn't you woken me up a little more gently?
The only reason I didn't use tomato juice or milk is because I wanted to think I was being conscientious. He tossed the handkerchief he'd wrapped around the glass at Karamia. The Don used it to wipe his face off before glaring back at him. Things appear to be moving as we anticipated. Oh.
I see. How's it looking?
Can't say for sure yet. I'm sure I'll be able to figure out something with my
With my capabilities.
my capabilities. It's because of the Kappa regime and shit.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Kiri. Then they start making out viciously.
I don't either. Of course I don't intend to kill myself over such matters.
Oh, okay, well that's good.
It's nice to know. Be a good girl, making a fuss ain't gonna do you any good.
Oh.
Oh, we've got a... Why are we upside down?
Well,
Why are you here?
I wanted to save you, Mr. Axel, but then they caught me.
My daddy caught me.
The wind will save us, though.
What do you think I was buying time for? It was so you could get back to the mansion safely.
I know that, but both Mr. Caramel and Mr. Curie said they weren't going to help you. They weren't. Oh, sorry.
They went in the wrong. Well, that was the natural decision.
Aren't you all close friends? It's my fault this happened to you. I just couldn't stand by and do nothing. So I came to talk to Mr. Caesar Salad. I was going to ask him to take me and let you go. Totally not what I want to do.
And did you really think you could just negotiate with these people? You're an idiot.
Whoa.
Can you not imagine what the hell they might put you for?
I know everything's going to be okay. I was alone in the beginning anyway. But not for very long.
Yeah.
Like, fucking you act like you've been alone forever.
all that empty space.
I just wanted to bring you home, Mr. Axel.
Yes.
Why the fuck won't you use my name?
Is he upside down? Wait,
I
what's
think he's
happening
just
here?
on the ground.
There's a head behind him. Is that our head?
I think that's her, yeah.
I do not approve.
Huh?
I protect the familiar with all my body and soul. Those are the rules. Not only are you a guest, but the Dawn instructed me to treat you as a member of the familiar. You are not alone. I can't say if your actions are even remotely worthwhile, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
Mr. Axel.
It sounds like something's happening. Oh, Jazz. Good evening. Oh, shit, no. That's Dracula. Good evening. Pardon me for dropping in so late. Yo! My name is Kitty. Oh, that was not it. I'm familiar as conciliage. Kitty took off his hat and made an elegant bow. Oh, my, you appear to be carrying some rather unbecoming items for this lovely moonlight. I don't care for violence. Can't we resolve this with words instead? What words? Indeed.
What are words?
Are you not current? Oh, fuck. I'm bringing back fucking Axel's voice. Are you not currently detaining my familiar's capital regime and our precious guest? Please, let us resolve this issue in a civilized manner with words, not weapons.
Alright, if you hand her over, the boss will...
I'll burp you to death. Mr. Caesar doesn't even know we have her yet. It'll probably be fine.
Even.
You don't even. It's way better than not even getting the leftovers. So then what do you give us for returning them? I'll let you live. Are you kidding me? No, I'm quite serious. Shall I take that as a refusal? Of course. See, how unfortunate. What the fuck is that? Oh. They're here for some reason.
Oh, a
guess.
familiar Grim here.
Amelia Anderson is here!
I don't remember her voice.
Hot girl voice, I don't know.
A familiar Boots here. Oh, familiar. Oh my god.
Just right into the mic.
Familiar God, help.
Fuck.
Present. Oh man. Present as well. Really, I always assume your possessions. Oh my god. Surely even denizens of the slums are aware of the Sunday compromise. And you know it's not just some flimsy verbal promise, it's something that, when violated, brings some very severe consequence.
Consequence.
The compromise doesn't exclusively apply to mafiosi. All violence in town is prohibited. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to do a hot girl voice.
Whatever. Do your voice.
I will not abide violations of the law.
I sure don't care as long as I get to use my new gunpowder formula.
Okay.
And we're in the middle of the forest. Please be careful. Why is she here?
Called me out here in the middle of the night. Peter, hurry up and get this mess cleaned up.
The fuck's Peter? Oh my god, Peter's a hot lady.
Oh shit, Peter. I want Peter.
It is precisely midnight today. The day of rest seems to have come to an end.
All right, in the name of compromise, let's fuck up these bitches.
Let's fuck these bitches. Libbit. Yes, please untie them. Libbit. The fuck is this thing?
Okay. Where you?
Yeah, tiny man. Amelia Anderson's constantly urges malicious, and this is our intelligence operative, Romeo.
Oh,
Wow. Libbit. If you're here, does that mean those gunshots were part of the cleanup? Indeed, you, sir, were not the only offender.
offender? What do you mean?
Oh, things seems to have quieted down. Yes, let's go guest. Axel picked up his jacket off the ground and put it over Goober. Strange.
Mr. Axel?
You don't want to see the corpses, do you? Okay.
I mean, kinda.
Axel put his hand on her back. I would like to see something, honestly.
They didn't want to illustrate this part.
Yeah. Even with her vision obstructed, she still felt the discomfort. The smell of singed flesh, the rusty metallic smell. The footsteps were clearly more numerous than she'd expected from the number of men she'd seen. She could hear the sound of tearing flesh and breaking bones. Shit, they're still doing it. Pain, groans,
Jeez.
anguish, wails. On the other side of the cloth was a world greyer and dimmer than she could have ever imagined inside the town.
Welcome back, Axel Gooper.
Dum.
Mr. Caramel, Mr. Carey.
You're oh, so that's not its voice. But also, you're extremely foolish to be sneaking off into the enemy territory without so much as a word. Territory.
I'm sorry. Familiar boots, no casualties. We're withdrawing. Looks like Familiar Anderson's already gone home. We'll head back to town, too. Good. Thanks for coming, bitches. We're just abiding by the compromise. Good evening. Peter killed like 2 or 3 people, but they were all those dogs' underlings. That's not a problem, right?
Indeed. The Undertaker will handle it from here.
Oh, what a relief. Oh, really? I'm the one who saved you, so don't act like you're the one doing me a favor.
No.
We're leaving, Peter! I would like to go with Peter.
Who wants to go with Peter? Me.
Me! And I guess that's all that's left of us then.
That's all. Yeah, well, I guess all that's left is us.
Oh.
Actually, you understand you've done what you've done, don't you? Axel nodded and then got down on his knees, his back so straight as an arrow.
Mr. Axel!
He showed no reaction to Goober calling his name and instead just looked back up at Kiri. Sure, wait, I'm gonna get serious. It shows some respect. Kiri kicked Axel's shoulder hard, knocking him down to the ground. Karamia pulled the pistol from the holster at his hip and pointed it at his Kappa regime's chest.
Jesus! Mr. Karamia!
Yes, let's go to the clinic,
Yes,
guys.
let's go to the clinic.
Yes, go to the clinic.
Who wants to go to the clinic?
Me.